viewer. Happy New Year to you, and I'm really grateful and thanking you. It's just some few days to the New Year, and if you are watching this in the New Year, Happy New Year to you. Thank you for everything. Today, based on some of my viewers, I want to share another spiritual work that will help you if you are having issue with your spouse, your husband, your wife, whoever that is your spouse, male or female, and you are having issue with that individual. I want to share a spiritual work that you can use to tie your love into the heart of this individual, that will make the person to love you and want to do everything to please you. So this spiritual work is what I would call something you can use to make any individual to love you. But please and please don't use this secret spiritual work for negative purpose. Make sure the person you are doing it with is your spouse. Is not please make sure. It's very important. I sound this note of warning. So, and if you are seeing that your spouse, your husband, your wife is really you are having a hard time, you are doing everything possible, and yet it's unfaithful, it's not taking care of you. This spiritual work I'm sharing with you today is it's just for you. Or if you're a business person, you have a good client and you don't want that client to leave you, you don't want that client to go. It's also this spiritual work also work for that. It also make sure that that client does not leave you. And if you also have a friend and the two of you are very good friends and you don't want to lose that friend, this spiritual work is also good for you. This spiritual work is very, very powerful. It makes love to be very strong between two individuals or two entities, two individuals or two entities. So this work is very good. So what are the things you need? What are the things you need? What are the things you need? The things you need are very few, which is very close to you. You only need 3 items. Number one, you need this blue candle. Can you see it? You need a blue candle. Just one. Just one. One like this. You need a blue candle. The next thing you need is you need an original honey. An original honey. An original honey. You don't need everything like this. You only need very small quantity. Actually, you may not even need more than the cover of this. But you need an original honey. So get original honey. Then you get your new nail or needle. This is one needle. Make sure it's new needle. Those are the 3 items plus your Bible. Those are the four. One, you need a blue candle. Two, you need an original honey. Then you need a new nail or a new needle that you can use to write names on the candle. So those are the 4 items you will need plus your Bible that you are going to use to chant you are going to use it to chant 2 chapters of the Bible onto this work. And the best time to do this work is to do it in the night. So I want you to pay attention so that you can get everything I'm going to say. Follow the instruction so that you can get the required effect. So now, how do you go about this work? The very first thing you need to do, and I want you to pay attention. Please, I'm going to ask you that you are going to inscribe an angelic name on this candle. Please, you can check the description. I will put the spelling of that angelic name on in the description. Please check it. So what's the very first step you will do? This is the candle. What you need to do, I'm using a needle. You can get a new nail. You will use it to inscribe your own name on the top of the candle. You know, when the candle is standing like this, you inscribe your name and your mother name. Your name, you cannot see I've inscribed some name here, but you cannot see it. So you will have to inscribe your name and your mother name. Your name and your mother name. You will inscribe it at the top side of the candle. That's the very first thing. The second thing you need to do is now you now inscribe the holy name of the angel at this side, at the middle of the candle. Can you see? at the middle of the candle. You write the holy name. What's that holy name? The holy name is JOFELAH. Again, JOFELAH. Again, JOFELAH. JOFELAH. Let me spell it for you. J-O-L. Sorry, let me go again. JOFELAH. Let me spell it again. JOFELAH. So you will inscribe, use the needle or the nail or a small pen, knife, anyone. You can use it to inscribe that holy name of that angel at the middle. Remember, your name is at the top side, then the holy name of the angel is at the middle. JOFELAH. JOFELAH. So you inscribe it at the side. You won't be able to see it. Even when you are also inscribe it, you won't be able to see it when I'm inscribing it, when you also have inscribed it. Then at the bottom side of the candle, which is the bottom side, bottom side under the name, the holy name of the angel, you will now inscribe the name of that particular individual. If it is a client, you inscribe his name and also inscribe his or her mother name. If it's your spouse, you inscribe his name, first name, and then his or her mother name. If it is a friend, you inscribe his or her name and you inscribe his or her mother name. So you do that. Once you have done that, the next thing you need to do is you have to wait, especially till 1 a.m. 1 a.m. of your time zone. That is when you are now going to conclude this spiritual work. I usually start doing it from 10 in the night, 10 p.m. Then I conclude it 1 a.m. So if you are going to inscribe this during the day, then you have to wait till 1 a.m. 1 a.m. in the middle of the night to conclude this spiritual work. So exactly 1 a.m. What are you going to do? You are going to make sure what do? You make sure you undress. So you are going to be in a secluded place. You undress yourself and stay the way God has created you when you are coming into this world. And you take the honey. Remember the honey. Now this is the time to use the honey. You now take the original honey after you have undressed. You use the original honey to begin to rub the candle from top to bottom. You begin to use the honey to rub the candle. At that point, you now start, you chant. As immediately you finish rubbing the candle with the original honey, you now need to chant the following psalm. And Psalm 133. You chant Psalm 133 three times. Then you chant Songs of Solomon, chapter 2. Songs of Solomon, chapter 2. From the beginning to the end of that chapter 2, Song of Solomon. You also chant it three times, thrice. Once done, you now need to say this prayer. And I want to give you a guide to this prayer. How do you start this prayer? You have rubbed the candle with the honey. You have inscribed your name and your mother's name at the top. The holy name of the angel, JOFELAH, at the middle. Then the name of the individual that you want his love to be towards you at the bottom. His or her name plus his or her mother's name. Then you have inscribed it, and then you have also make the honey, use the honey to rub the candle. And then you chant the psalm and the songs of Solomon. Thereafter, you now say this following prayer. This is just a guide. I want to give you a guide of how you are going to say this prayer. You are going to start with I. You mention your name and mention your mother's name. The son, or if you are a female, the daughter of that. You say I, the son or daughter of, mention your mother's name, not your father's name, your mother's name. I've put honey in my mouth that you You mention the individual you are wanting to get this love from. That you, the son or daughter of, you mention his or her mother's name, should begin to love me and only me. It is me you should love throughout your lifetime. It is me you should continually dream about. Your thought should always be directed to me and me only. I am saying this and commanding this with the authority of the name JOFELAH. Say that prayer 3 times. Thereafter, you stand the candle and you light this blue candle. You will light it. You make sure you light the candle where it will not be blown out by any wind or air or any individual at all. The candle must not be blown out. You will allow the candle to burn down completely. To burn down completely. You allow the candle, after saying the prayer, you light it and you allow the candle to burn down completely. Thereafter, during the day, when you have woke during the day, you pack the wax of that candle that has burned down, you take it to a flowing river or a flowing stream, and you dispose it into the flowing stream or the flowing river or for a sea. You must make sure it is a flowing river or a flowing water body, whether stream, river. It must be a flowing one. You dispose it off thereabout, or you can take it to a dump site and also throw it into that dump site. You look for a dump site, not your garbage bin. Please, not your garbage bin. Look for a dump site. If you cannot get a flowing river, go look for a dump site and throw it. Or if you have your garbage truck coming in, you can get them and throw it into the garbage truck and then let them take it thereabout. But don't dump it in your waste bin. I can assure you, you will see the effect and the result. So thank you. I want to thank everyone who has been sending me data, recharge card. A lot of you, thank you, from the US, from Ghana, from UK, from Germany, from Nigeria, Warri. I want to say thank you very much. You have made my heart glad. I'm also saying, as you are stepping into year 2022, all your whatever you lay your hands upon, anything, your business, your issue, we meet with such quick, fast resolution. Thank you very much. I'll see you some other time. If you haven't subscribed, I want to plead with you. Please subscribe. Thank you.